Chosen ones. Y'all know that old saying, if you're gonna dig a hole for somebody, dig two. Cause see, forgiveness is the key to get out of any loop, any trauma, any drama, any psyops. It's all about forgiveness. But forgetfulness is the lock you refuse to open. And you don't have to forgive them, but you must forgive yourself for maybe the way you acted out, you lashed out, maybe the knowledge and the wisdom that you lack throughout specific situations. You know, in Metro Retrograde, in hindsight, we sit back and sometimes we say we should have did this, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, never crossed the finish line. They were all parts of procrastination. And once you can forgive yourself for the shortcomings, then you can understand you got way more coming your way. And it's a lot of people that became bitter because you became better. It's a lot of people that expect for you to just be walking around with your head on fire. But you transmuted and you utilize the form of alchemy that you have and you turn that into your philosopher's stone. Unlike them, those people who haven't found the keys to access and master the neocortex, they will forever remain in the reptilian brain. And that's the low vibrations. Anyone can master the seven daily virtues, but not everyone can master the seven heavenly virtues of upper echelons and benevolency. And it's a lot of people, chosen ones, that think you should pay for the pain that they are in, but they're not willing and they never cashed out, didn't put a penny, no type of money on the stocks of the pain they put you in. You got yourself out of that with only the help of God. And all glory goes to God, all respect goes to God, all power goes to God. And not this God of this realm of reality, not this person they call Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Because the true name of God, it would never be broadcast. You may be getting shadow banned, blacklisted, blackmail because you speaking your truth. And it's better to speak your truth than be known and be put in the spotlight for lies. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be famous. Something they all adore. But I'd rather be infamous. Because the hero is not always the good guy. And the villain is not always the bad one. You understand? But they don't even have a great understanding. So you will always be misunderstood. In the eyes of this world are not the same eyes that God have. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that's bitter because you getting better. It's a lot of people that wanted you to pay for the pain that they are in. Oh, my life wouldn't be like this. Stop blaming the next person. Take accountability. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't do the celebrity gossip, but I would like to use a great example. Free that man. And I love women. I don't do no backdoor shit, but P Diddy. They conspired, you know what I'm saying? They trapped him, they locked him up. But the whole time they was running to that man. They was blowing his phone up. You know what I'm saying? They was willing to get bust open for the dollars. You know what I'm saying? What does it cost a man to have the world but lose his soul? And they was willing to be known by the world, but not willing to know their own soul. Not willing to know that God gave them the keys to everything. But they settled for a block or a block of cheese or a Happy Meal. You know what I'm saying? They settle for a Draco. They settle for the new Benz. You understand what I'm saying? They settle for fake friends. But they never realized they ain't never had to settle. They expected everything. You're not supposed to have no expectations. You're just supposed to have standards. And the more that you raise your standards, that's the more you're gonna get more than what you ever expected. Isn't life so ironic? As a chosen one, we don't seek no attention. Yet we got all eyes on us. You know what I'm saying? We got all eyes on us more than flies got eyes. You know what I'm saying? And isn't it crazy? But like I said, it's so ironic. They so naive. You know what I'm saying? And they was calling you green. They were calling you gullible. They were saying you didn't know no better, but the whole time they didn't realize what an unconditional heart was. They didn't realize what an uncorruptible soul was. They didn't realize what being genuine really meant. And you was that example of that. And they never had the strength to climb the ladder called perspective. So they could only see it from their eyes. You know how some people be saying, oh, you gotta look at it from the other person's point of view. But at the same time, they never wanted to hear your story. They never wanted to hear your side of the story. And you look back and you looked at their side of the, you know what I'm saying? You looked at their side and you saw that they were so superficial, surface based. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody willing to climb the top of Mount Everest, but everybody not willing to build a submarine and see what's really under there. Everybody like the flowers. You know, I'm in a rose garden right now. And I notice how everybody would like to see how beautiful the roses is. But my perspective and the way I look at life has changed. It's the most important and most beautiful thing about the rose is the thorns. Because without the thorns, the rose wouldn't have any of protection at all. And then you wouldn't have nothing beautiful to look at all. So the most beautiful thing about the rose is its thorns. You understand what I'm saying? Is its roots. And maybe we could get to the flowers. You understand what I'm saying? But superficial people and surface based people, you know what I'm saying? You'll die if you dive in deep. You understand what I'm saying? It says no running, no diving in they pool. You'll crack your skull up if you try to jump in their world. But if they jump in your world, they're gonna lose it. And they're gonna lose themselves. Better yet, they may really find who they truly are if you don't gotta throw them no life vests. Because they try to treat you like a bottle of water and sell you for profit and profit off you, not realizing that you really the ocean. You understand what I'm saying? That's how shallow people is, man. And they mad because they try to get over on you. They was like, oh man, I got him in a bag. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, and sometimes you do know. If you learn how to listen to the wind, you know how the air bend. You'll listen to the conversations that was said behind your back, as long as you sit still. Because the same way this wind is coming out my mouth, somebody that need this message is gonna pick it up and hear it. You got to understand this world is very spiritual. And the ka, the breath, inshallah, and so shall it be. I declare and I decree. It will be heard for those who have the ears and seen by those who have the eyes. You understand what I'm saying? And in this world, they want to distract you. They want to take you away from what God gave you. Not Jesus Christ, not Allah, not none of these names that they could pronounce and say because first and foremost, this is not our original language. And secondly, everything you see around you is a mirage. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, maybe about 3 minutes of a walk, there's a dispensary, but you think that's real cannabis, don't you? They will never give you anything that'll really cure you, really heal you. The treatment is everywhere. Jesus Christ is a treatment. You understand what I'm saying? The same people that committed a vindictive crime last night, now they in church, oh, hooping and hollering, fainting, and then at the church over, they going back to drinking and smoking and gossiping. You know what I'm saying? It's all an act. And they see that you acting accordingly, but you're not even acting. You just, this is your script, this is your movie. A lot of people mad because you the main character in their movie, in their life. And I wouldn't be able to live existence like that. So I could see how the shoe will fit on the other side, but my feet too big to fit in them 9 T's. You understand what I'm saying? I need the 9.5. You know what I'm saying? Men. And these entities, these people, they're so bitter and they're so mad. They want you to pay for the traps they try to ensnare you in. They want you to pay for the setups. They want you to pay for the failed assassination attempts. The honeypots, they want you to pay because they felt in love with you. But from the get-go, they knew they was assigned to take you out. And they mad because they felt in love with you and you still came out on top unscathed. You may have some scars, you understand what I'm saying? But you healed and they still hurt because their reputation was on the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like John Wick. Whoever thought they was capable of taking out John Wick and thinking they was gonna succeed, felt like they was gonna have the greatest career. But ain't no taking out John Wick. John Wick is John Wick for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Neo is Neo for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like Infamous, the second son. They chose him to be the second son for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Superman is Superman for a reason. Everybody else is watered down. Supergirl, Superwoman. I ain't gonna take it away from Wonder Woman, but Supergirl, Superboy, even Superdog, they just all watered down. They all come from Superman. You understand what I'm saying? And they wanted to implant a kryptonite tattoo on your chest, and you wore it, and you still surprised them. You still rise. You still, you know what I'm saying? Move on through this rotation, through this day, and do what you have to do. You still tend to your duties. You still keep comprehension and communion and communication with the creator of all creations. Not Jesus Christ, not Allah, not Abba Gabla, not Papa Gabla, not none of these, not Ogun, Oshun, not none of these names. I mean the one of them all, the one of one, not the many of one. Anyone can feel any type of way they want. You understand what I'm saying? As a chosen one, and I don't even like being entitled, but hey, y'all know who I am. The whole world know who I am. I'm famous before I even knew I was famous. If you a real life chosen one, you was famous before you even knew you was famous. You the real celebrity. It's just that they don't want to celebrate you because what you stand for, what you represent. You understand what I'm saying? And that means you need no entitlement. You don't even seek the attention. You just want to live your life and be able to take care of yourself and look out for those who look out for you. Take care of those who are in your corner and be grateful for those who try to corner you because they brought out the strength in you that you didn't even know you had yourself. They didn't even know you had it neither. And now they at this point of the story, they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't expose their hands. They didn't show who they was. It ain't no U-turns. It ain't no busting back. It ain't busting. It ain't no back doing. You know what I'm saying? A spade is a spade. You know, they try to play you like you was a joke, not knowing you was the joker, and at the same time, you was the ace of spade. And every card you pull out your deck is gonna always hit 777 whenever your dice splash. They ain't want to know. They didn't want to find out that you was a lottery ticket. They was just used to going to the store, getting these scratch offs, $5 scratch offs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Quick fixes. And they realized when they got with you, they try to treat you like an entanglement, man. They try to treat you like you was a loose string, not realizing you the one that's gonna always hold everything together. You understand what I'm saying? And now they done played themselves out of a position they could never have because you a boss now. You done put in so much work, you done became a boss now. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need nobody to tell you. But I'm pretty sure you go in the store and stuff and they be like, "What's up, boss man? What's up, boss lady?" You know what I'm saying? You be like, "Don't flatter me. Don't do that. Don't do that." You know what I'm saying? If anything, call me doctor, cause you better watch how I operate. And they try to take away all your options, and the only thing they left you with was to keep on operating. So don't call me boss man. Don't call us boss lady. Don't call her boss lady. Call us a doctor. Cause we brought some shit back from the grave alive. They try to bury you alive. And you hit them with the Lazarus effect. Survive assassinations attempts, poisons, honey traps. Man, they didn't expose their hand. They still got some secret weapons they holding on dearly, but they not ready to use them because they're trying to see if they could continuously use the same old tactics and you'll finally, you know what I'm saying, you'll finally surrender. But the only towel that we throw in is the one in the dirty clothes hamper. That's it. Ain't no throwing in no towel. Unless our forehead got a little sweat. And we're not perspirating. It's just the rain. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand that the flies gonna come around. That's what they supposed to do when you the shit. And they be on that bullshit. Dog stalkers. Anyway, when you don't have no fear, it could be the thing that feed off fear, try to feed off you and you starve it. You know? They use all the tactics in the book, man. They walk around with the dogs, try to scare you with their dogs, and they dog run up to you and become your dog. You ever saw Riddick? He gave that explanation and he was like, animals, etc. They smell fear, but when you don't have no fear, the path is clear. It's no difference when Will Smith was telling his son how to fight that monster. You got to learn how to go invisible, and the only way to become invisible and invincible is you have to have no fear. At the same time, you got to move as wise as the serpent and be as harmless as the dove. There's no way possible you could be out here trying to stay safe. The only thing you could do is stay dangerous, but move safely. You understand what I'm saying? And they trying to figure out why you so calm. Why you not crying? You know what I'm saying? Why you not begging people for stuff? Why you continuously picking yourself up? They wanted you to be in pieces. They didn't even want you with a peace of mind. These people out here only got a peace of mind. And they realize you obtain a wholeness of mind. Because we're not settling for less. We don't want fragments. We want 100%. They just about it with germ 99.9% of the time, they think they own their shit. But it's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? And at this stage in your life, you got to use everything and all of your resources righteously. Everything has to be calculated. Every move. While they out here asking you, oh, you know how to play chess? They don't realize you playing something that's beyond that. And you're not even playing it. You just living life. You're not playing checkers. Some of these motherfuckers playing checkers. Some of them got the guts to come up and ask you, you know how to play chess? And they don't realize you're not even playing chess. You playing a game that's called life. You're not even playing that because you living it. And they not even alive. You know what I'm saying? We living just to live. Some people dying just to live. And some people living just to die. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody around you is living just to eat. And we eating to stay alive. That's the difference between us and them. They didn't think you was gonna make it this far in a movie, in a story. Shame on them. It's a shame. I wouldn't wanna live with the pain. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like to fake a smile. Excuse me. Everybody like to fake a smile. But the realest smile is the one that's on your heart. Then, as the heartstrings pull, it will be truly on your face and within your eyes. You know how they be hitting you with that white people smile? Fake as a motherfucker. I'm not about to waste not even a millisecond or a milliounce of my energy to put myself in a position, a predicament, or in an emotional state that's not really reflecting my inner state just to satisfy you. sorry, I ain't Marvin Gaye, baby. Better find somebody else just to satisfy you. You know what I'm saying? Make me wanna run the way they do my life. You know what I'm saying? Make me feel great the way they want to do my life. Make me feel great the way they do me. Because you gotta realize, man, a robber, man, they not going in no bando. They steal bricks and concrete and old 2x4s. They trying to go in the mansions. They trying to go in the mansions, man, where everything at. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as a chosen one, you gotta protect your attention, focus, and energy. I see it all throughout this rotation, every rotation. I mean, in old English terms, you call it a day. Got a bat in the cave. Why y'all ain't tell me that? Yeah, it was about 30 degrees last night. It's probably about 40 something now. I want to get out of this town, this area. I want to go somewhere sunny. But on God's speed, on God's time, you know, when God opened those doors for me, God send me that bag, you know, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, God gave me the opportunity to work for Him, and third party, YouTube works for me. YouTube is my platform. It's not their platform, because without us, it wouldn't have nothing. It's just like going to work at McDonald's. If McDonald's don't have a crew, then it's not, nah. I don't know. I'm not in that part of California where they got the robots working all the McDonald's by itself. And I won't ever be in a McDonald's like that because we bring life. Everything is about death. I just walked in the store. I was looking at some socks because it's nippy out here. Got to make sure my uh my my big hands down below stay nice and warm. I'm looking at the socks. They got liquid death on the socks. I'm looking at the drinks. It say liquid death. Like, is you reading what it say? You know what I'm saying? They mad because they want you to pay and because they wanted you to be a sacrifice. They wanted to use you as a battery, as a conduit. They wanted to channel your energy and they mad because it wasn't successful and it won't ever be successful. We're not gonna be nobody's sacrifice. The only sacrifice we gonna deal with is missing the sleep, missing the parties, and missing the fake laughs that everybody else willing to go to. You know, I don't have nobody to enjoy these fake ass hollow days with because inside me I'm filled with so much life. So why I'm about to go around a bunch of hollow people just to go and celebrate a fake hollow day when every rotation is my rotation. I open my eyes every day is my day. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care what's going on. I'm the star of the show. And that's how I'm going to always move. That's how we going to always move as a chosen one because we ain't mediocre. That's too close to mildewing. And they get mad because we went the extra mile. That's just something that can't be measured. You know what I'm saying? They rulers only went 6 inches. They don't realize we something that can't be measured. That's why we always go the extra mile. You understand what I'm saying? These people are really mad because you refuse to be their sacrifice. You refuse to let them have your soul. We fighting for our souls out here. Every rotation, we fighting for our souls, for our energy, for our attention, for our focus. And the matrix trying to get it, boy. Through your phone, people sitting your immediate reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting, you know, I know y'all like, why you not looking at us? Why you talking to us, Fabo? I gotta be assertive and alert of my surroundings. And I'm watching so many cars just going in circles. I'm watching so many cars pulling parking lots and back up because I'm not paying them no attention. I'm watching so many people look like crackheads and like they on drugs. They body jerking because I won't give them the attention or the focus. They get mad. You're not giving them what they want. I got a webinar to attend to. So I gotta end this video short. I gotta talk to my mentor. I'm bettering myself so I can better y'all. And better the way I deliver these messages and things like that, right? The Matrix is mad once you woke up and you realize that it was all fake. You know what I'm saying? That love, the only love that's real out here now, especially nowadays, is the love you give yourself. No woman gonna ever love you unless that was your mama or your granny. And shit, you be lucky if you got that. You understand what I'm saying? Look at my angel. You saw that white feather just flew past me? My angel out here. That's my granny. My granny raised me and she gave me unconditional love. And I knew I wasn't gonna get that from nobody else. And every time I seek that from someone outside her, they was plucking feathers off my wing. Thank God I could still fly. Thank God he put his hands on me and he healed me. Thank God he put his hands on you and he healed you. He gave us the redemption. He honored us. He restored us. It's like Prince Zuko. Man, all he wanted was his father love. He wanted to be honored. You know what I'm saying? And his Uncle Iroh was like, man, Uncle Iroh was more of a father than his own father was. And he was chasing something. He was like, man, if I get the avatar, my father gonna accept me and treat me just like my sister get treated. But you gotta realize, bro, once these people show you who they is the first time, you don't need no second confirmation. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the double back. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? When how people treat you, that's how they feel about you. You walk in a building, they don't want to acknowledge you. They acknowledge everybody about you, everybody behind you, outside you, before you, and after you. That let you know how they feel about you. They don't. You come in the building, they don't have a smile. They don't say, "How you doing?" Because they already bitter. Because you becoming better. Everybody know everybody in this world. The world, they like they say, the world is a small place for small-minded people, but it's actually big. But honestly, this motherfucker is smaller than what they try to make it seem it was big. I didn't walk from 5 states. I walked from 5 states within 3 to 4 days because I walked by faith and not what's in my face. You know what I'm saying? From Tallahassee, Florida, all the way over. Small-minded people would never see the bigger picture. And that's why they stay bitter because you became better. There's a lot of people, bro. They really want you to pay for their pain. Oh, this would I wouldn't be like this. Oh, my life wouldn't be like this. Oh, I wouldn't be living like this. Oh, my money wouldn't be like this. And then it's the same people trying to throw in your face talking about accountability. I can't be accountable for your pain. I can't be accountable for your losses. I can't be accountable because the devil said you got to pay up because I won't, and I refuse. We refuse to be their sacrifice. They got to pay. We're not paying nobody way. We're paving the way, and we staying strong. We staying strong, solid, and structured, and that's how we gonna pave the way. They mad. I can't be angry with you. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to watch some of my favorite YouTubers. I don't even want to watch anybody no more. Unless I need to learn something I never done before. Besides that, there's nothing new under the sun. I used to watch my favorite YouTubers. I hear them gossiping about other people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have nothing positive to say, I don't want to hear it. If you want to talk about somebody, I don't want to hear it. If you ain't talking good about them, I don't want to hear it. Even if they did something negative, I wasn't there. I mean, yeah, it's good to be self-aware, but I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, "Oh no, that person, that's a bad person. That person wasn't bad to me. Maybe they was bad to you." And they want you to be the bad guy in everybody's story now. Even in your own story, they want you to be the bad guy. But God is too great. Their guy is just not good enough. And that's what it about. That's what it boils down to. They need to keep their eyes off your pot. They need to stop worrying about what your pot smell like. They know something cooking. They know you got a cake bake. You hear me? And they need to worry about the knives they put in your bag. And they mad because God took them out. He rinsed them off. He said the same knives they put in your back is the same knives I'm gonna let you cut your pie with. You don't gotta go to the store and buy no extra knives. You got all different type of knives. You got butcher knives, butter knives, plastic knives. You know what I'm saying? You got the long knives. You got the knives even Scream had. It was all in your bag. And God said, you don't need to go to the store and buy no knives. Let me take these out your bag. Let me wash them off so you can slice your pie, so you can cut your cake. Because now all they could do is look, but they can't touch. touch, but they can't taste. Keep that bullshit off my damn face. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful rotation, even though it's very cloudy. Like I said, it's about 30 to 40 degrees. I'm back in the chili ticker, back in the refrigerator, but you know, in due time, God gonna bring me to where I need to go, where I need to be. I came out here to get some gig work, but they're not trying to give me anything. Being blacklisted, black male, black ball, whatever. They give me little minimum chump jobs, you know. Oh, 40 miles out the way. Pop up last minute. You got 2 hours to get there. 1 hour only worth of work for fucking $15. So I'm gonna take it into my own hands and use my creativity. And also I'm gonna utilize my platform called YouTube. This is my platform. YouTube work for me. Because without these messages that we drop, that you drop, YouTube would have nothing going on. Don't nobody care about no brain rot. Don't nobody care about those guys that got all the views and shit. Because if they didn't have the money and they wasn't embarrassing themselves, you know, that's what this world boils down to. If you willing to embarrass yourself and look like a clown and a fool, then hey, you could eat some of this popcorn that's at the circus. But if not, you can't eat the popcorn. And at the same time, the creator don't want us to eat that GMO shit. He wants us to eat his spirit, eat the energy, eat his guidance, eat his principalities, because that's what keep us full. That's what keep us sustained. You understand what I'm saying? It was sometimes I was hungry as a motherfucker. But I talked to God and he talked back to me. And I was like, damn, it felt like I just ate. You know, I remember it was times I was tired as a motherfucker too. And I talked to God and I asked for some strength. I asked for some discernment. I asked for some guidance. And it felt like like AAA pulled up on me and hit me with the you know what I'm saying? Like I was in the goddamn room and they rubbed it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, God, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. I don't get paid for lying, bro. Y'all barely want to splash something on the Cash App, but y'all want to hit me up and try to get everything out of me, man. Book a private consultation if you're trying to have a paragraph worth of text messages. Book a private consultation if you would like to have a conversation with me and you need the best. Look, man. The way my brain work, if you tell me what your situation is, I mean, to each his own. I'm not saying I'm thinking for anybody, but sometimes you just need somebody to bring you to the water. It's up to you if you're gonna drink it though. And you know, there's a couple people asking me about a couple solutions, and I was like, man, if you pay me my worth, I'll really give you what you really need. But it's up to you if you're gonna help yourself with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not letting nobody short. I'm not receiving the short end of the stick anymore, bro. I'm not. I know my value. So if y'all not gonna book no private consultations, I might give you a heart in the comment section. I might like it. I might give you a few words. But if I'm not doing all that no more. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna give me my worth, don't think I'm gonna give you what you seeking to deserve. And that's what it is. I'm tightening up. And y'all already know I want at least 10 likes on my videos. At least. You know what I'm saying? And throw something on the Cash App. $5 ain't gonna hurt nobody, man. I don't know what y'all out there doing for money, but I'm pretty sure y'all got 9 to 5s and y'all got jobs and stuff like that. This is my life. Right here. That's Buddy. That's Buddy right there. If you don't know who Buddy is, then you ain't been watching my videos. But Buddy take care of me when it's time to go on my cocoon and come out with a new metamorphosis. This is my lunch, my breakfast for the next 2 to 3 rotations. I got some green apples, and I got some nuts and some almond butter, and I got 2 bottles of water. I just went to go buy me another one, and I'm grateful for what I got. You know what I'm saying? Grateful for what I have, because less is more and more is less. But the less you have of God, that's the more you're gonna need of this world, and the more you have of God, is the less you're gonna need of this world. And the more you heal, that's the less you're gonna be hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And the less you heal, that's the more they're gonna enjoy your pain. But like I said, I gotta get on this webinar. My alarm going off once again. Oh, it's 11:20. Library open. So we about to upload this video, Chosen1's. Y'all know what the drill is. Y'all know what the dealio is. You know, you dug, you dig. Now pat me back my shovel because I kept your ass alive. You dig? You hear me? But yeah, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thrash something on the cash app. It ain't gonna hurt. Squirt 2, 3, 4, 5 splash something. You know what I'm saying? If even if you want to drop $100 bag on me, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Help me help you. You feel me? But I'm about to get up out of here. I got other projects that I'm working on that I never worked on. I got to get to this webinar. My alarm going off, so y'all hear. So y'all have a beautiful rotation. Stay prosperous, and yeah, man, get communication with God, bro. Because these people want you to pay for their pain. I'm not paying for nobody pain, bro. I didn't been through enough pain. And nobody slept on this. Did nobody wake up with on this core board but me last night? This grand risings. Ain't nobody carrying all my luggage but me. You know what I'm saying? And they just so messed up in the head, bro, that they didn't put you through the pain and not realizing the pain they put you through because they was on assignment, they was on an agenda, or they was on trying to keep their reputation. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to make sure they had a specific type of credit. They wanted to run their credit score up off your currency, off your life. And God was like, I'm not about to let you cash out like that. I'm gonna let you crash out, but I ain't gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna cash out. Not on my chosen one. You understand what I'm saying? And they know, they know more about you. I ain't gonna say that, but they know they once knew a lot of things about you before you had discovered them of yourself. Like I remember one of my homies, he was like, "Hey, bro," because he used to tell me so many different things about me that I didn't even know about myself. And he was like, "It's angles to this, bro. You know, everybody see you from a different angle, and sometimes you don't even see yourself from that angle." And I was like, "Damn, dog, that's crazy." But that's how much you was really under investigation and they was studying you when they didn't realize they was failing you. They was failing the test every time, and they just became part of your testimony. But I just want to end this message that you don't owe nobody nothing. Nobody owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody owe me no likes, no comments, no subscribes. Don't nobody owe me nothing on Cash App. But hey, the people that's real and that's genuine and that support me and that respect my content, they show love. Not people that's selling me broken dreams and shit. Oh, when I get paid, we do whoop. Man, listen. You don't tell that to your dentist. You don't tell that to your barber. You don't tell that to the motherfucking lady that's checking your receipt at Walmart. You don't tell that to Pump 5. You know what I'm saying? So don't come over here and tell me that shit. Oh, when I get paid, you know what I'm saying? I done looked at some people videos and it was like, yeah, when I get paid, man, I'm gonna go ahead and drop something on your Cash App. I watch it. I look up their little channel and watch them. They in the casino and shit. So I'm like, don't tell me no broken promises, bro. Actions speak louder than words, bro. I'm done talking. I'm literally done talking, bro. I'm done talking. I'm done talking, bro. Izak, Spizak, Lizan, Design with Zerds. I'm done talking. If you want to get some music out of me, y'all gotta support the music budget. Y'all gotta support The Last of a Dying Breed, my LLC. That's my record label. The Last of a Dying Breed, aka a dying breed. That's who we are. That's what I am. That's what I represent. Because it won't be not a there, not a there, not a motherfucker like like I. You know what I mean? Straight up. In this world, everybody is a goddamn fucking copy machine, and there's only a few of us that's fax machines. You know what I'm saying? Sending the real game, the real info. Everybody else is copy machines, bro. Copy and paste, carbon clones and shit. Me and the rest of my chosen ones and my tribal members, I know we the originals. We the 101s, bro. Everybody else used to be a one. They got bent to a motherfucking zero. You feel me? Can you see where I'm coming from? But yeah, man, I gotta go ahead and get into this library. I gotta go hop on this webinar. I'm probably behind, but I had to get this message off. But you don't owe nobody nothing, bro, because they try to set you up. They try to do you dirty. They try to throw you under the bus, not knowing, like, bitch, I'm the bus driver. God owned the whole damn bus company. The fuck wrong with them? Sharp minded, bro. Bird ass hoes, bird ass niggas dying off for crumbs and shit, crashing off for crumbs, not knowing you was teaching them how to bake this shit, how to bake a loaf. You know what I'm saying? They always came back to you, back. Oh, can I get some fish? Whole time you trying to teach them how to fish. I even had one motherfucker like, you can't force nobody to learn something they not ready to learn. They not willing to learn yet. And I was like, oh yeah, oh really? Okay, you just let me know who you are. I mean, you know better, but you don't want to do better. And if you know better, you do better. Oasis.